What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Shabazz. Welcome to the channel. So today we got top 10 Hunter x Hunter moments. I know y'all see the title of Hunter x Hunter and y'all be like, Hunter x Hunter? No. Ain't nobody got time to say Hunter x Hunter. No, it's Hunter x Hunter. Fuck is you talking about? I just had to leave my frustrations out because people be blowing mine. We say Hunter x Hunter. No, it's Hunter x Hunter. Get it right. But Hunter x Hunter is in my top 10 of anime of all time, so I was like, let me do it justice and do a top 10 Hunter x Hunter anime moments. So, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend, and enjoy the video. Good, you good.
Hunter x Hunter is how you do shonen anime right. The 2011 reboot of the 1999 original based on Yoshihiro Togashi's manga is 148 episodes long. As we've seen with long-running series, they suffer from an inevitable drop in quality. Over time, plot lines tend to get unimaginative, characters get tired and stop evolving, and even the animation suffers too. It's a disease that gets to the best of them. Thankfully, Hunter x Hunter doesn't go through that. The retelling of the story of God
Hunter x Hunter story is dope as fuck. Animation is dope. Fights are dope.
Freaks, a young boy whose dream of being a professional hunter takes him on a path of adventure and danger, starts pretty slow. But as the naive and infectiously enthusiastic Gon makes new friends and enemies along the way, the show gets better and better with each episode and each arc. Initially light-hearted, it gets progressively darker until the line between the good and bad guys are so blurred, you just don't know what to think. The storytelling's tight, every character's fleshed out and memorable, and the change
And debatable.
in tone never seems contrived. The action sequences, the holy grail of shonen shows, never let you down. Efficiently crafted and never dull, Hunter x Hunter also has moments of pure brilliance that shock and awe. It's only appropriate that we dedicate today's video to the top 10 moments from the show.
Yo, Kilauea is definitely one of the best, not main characters. He's like the secondary character. You got Sasuke, Vegeta, Zoro, the GOAT. But Kilauea is up there too. And Kilauea is definitely dope as fuck, man. Like, he's family of assassins. He didn't want to be in that path, but he a badass, bro.
We start off with Kilauea's one-shot kill. This is one of those moments where the darkness of Hunter x Hunter smacks you in the face without warning. It comes as early as episode 11 in the Hunter exam arc. Gon, Kilauea, Karapika, and Leorio, 4 friends and hunters-to-be, must defeat a team of notorious prisoners to make it through to the next round. Kilauea Zoldyak's matched against Jonas the Dissector, a mass murderer known for dismembering his victims with his bare hands. It seems to be an unequal match, but not how we think. In a flash, Kilauea plucks Jonas' heart out of his chest with his bare hands, leaving his teammates terrified, except for Gon, who explains to them calmly that Kilauea is from a family of elite assassins. It's hard to believe the easygoing kid...
The Zoldyaks, bro, they don't play, man. The Zoldyaks are really out here, man. They really out here.
We first saw riding a skateboard is a cold-blooded murderer for hire, whose kill switch may come on at any time.
Yo, my man, he took his heart, and then my man's like, yo, can you get that shit back? Nigga Pat dies instantly, and he's like, my bad, here you go. Place it on the sand. Go there.
Leorio, who looks much older than his teen years, is a big brother figure to Gon and the rest of his friends. He takes this role very seriously, and this becomes clear in episode 140, when he lectures Jing for being an absent father to Gon. Jing abandoned Gon as a baby to pursue a career as a hunter, and while Gon bears him no ill will and even aspires to be like him, his friends aren't too thrilled with Jing's parental...
Alright, so the whole point of the story, so Jing is Gon's pops, right? Jing left Gon at his home village to pursue a career as a hunter. And he explored the world. He became a legend, right? Gon wants to meet him. So not really to understand like why he did, because I think he's over that, but he wants to know, like, yo, my man's like, was it worth, like, was leaving me worth it, right? So that's why he says I was gonna be a hunter, to eventually, like, realize, all right, bet. He finds out on his own, like, yo, like, being a hunter, like, traveling the world, meeting different people, that shit's lit. So I don't think he blames his father for leaving him. He eventually does meet his pops, and that is lit, and that is dope. But in this scene, like, Leorio, like, my man's like, he wants to see you, man. Like, he's the reason why he became a hunter in the first place, because he wanted to meet you, and because he wanted to see you. So, yeah, this shit's lit, though.
Neglect. Leorio is enraged when Jing refuses to commit to visiting Gon, who's barely held on to his life and sanity after a particularly bruising battle and is in hospital. He channels his anger into one immensely satisfying Nen-powered punch to Jing's smug face. Gotta say, you deserve that, Jing.
Sure, you can.
Lightning speed and godlike reflexes meet in this next moment when Kilauea shows why he may be the coolest customer in the Hunter universe. Up against the beast-like Yuppie, one of 3 royal guards in the service of the Chimera and King Meruem, Kilauea goes into Godspeed mode, an ability that, as its name suggests, allows him to move and react above and beyond the limits of his body for a short period of time. Transformed into a silver streak of raw power, he hits Yuppie with a barrage of Nen-powered electric attacks to which the much stronger and bigger Chimera Ant has absolutely no answer. It's one of the coolest David and Goliath clashes in the series. It also serves as a reminder of Kilauea's dark past, because this ability and power are born of the family-imparted torture training and electric shocks that formed the young assassin's childhood.
The fact that he was able to, like, channel lightning because he was tortured by lightning or electricity as a kid, it's like, and he, like, not that he hates his family, it's more like, yo, my man's like, fuck y'all for doing that to me. I'm strong because of it.
Up next we have Kite's death. Of the many friends and villains Gon meets on his journey, none perhaps has the impact that Kite does on the young hunter. A chance to find his father leads Gon to Kite, Jing's former student. Instead, the two form a strong bond despite not spending much time together. In the Chimera Ant arc, Kite, Gon and Kilauea find themselves up against Pito, another one of Meruem's royal guards. Heavily disadvantaged against the Chimera Ant, Kite sacrifices himself to save the two boys. The sight of Pito nestling Kite's lifeless head in her lap is one of the most disturbing moments in Hunter x Hunter, again, coming with absolutely no warning. More profoundly, Kite's death is the catalyst for a sea change in Gon's character at a later stage, and for one of the most iconic moments in anime history. Suffice to say, Kite's death is a moment of awakening for Gon in more ways than one.
Yeah, that Kite's death, like, and, like, it made him realize, like, yo, like, shit ain't sweet, bro. Like, he a kid, bro, but, like, that was his, like, yo, shit just got real. I need to grow up and, like, really, like, stop kidding around and shit. So, like, that moment, it sucked, because I'm like, damn, like, this is gonna write my son off like that. But, yeah, it's tough. Talk about a walking hacks, bro. This dude, Karapika, is a freaking hacks, bro. Because, so, for those who don't watch Hunter x Hunter, you're born with a certain ability, Nen ability, right? But there are people, those are called specialists who have the ability to control each of the, I think, 6 classes. 6 classes, right? Each class is a Nen, they can control it. So, like, he's a specialist. Like, he's one of the types, but he has these things called his scarlet eyes. When he basically his Sharingan, essentially, basically. So when he activates his scarlet eyes, he has the ability to control 6 different Nen abilities, bro. That's a hacks, bro.
If Kilauea's Godspeed is awe-inspiring but not altogether surprising, Karapika's Emperor Time is just as amazing and quite unexpected. The lone survivor of the Gordar clan bears a deep grudge against the Phantom Troop, a gang of thieves who massacred his people for their scarlet eyes. This thirst for revenge shapes much of Karapika's character, and his Nen ability, which takes the form of 5 chains on his right hand that have been specially conjured to bring down the spiders, as the troop members are called. But in the battle against Uvogin, Karapika reveals a frightening power that elevates the thinking hunter to a terrific combatant, which many of us may not have expected. Emperor Time takes over when Karapika's eyes turn scarlet, transforming the natural conjurer into a specialist with 100% control over all 6 Nen categories. It's a power that doesn't quite fit the young man with a gentle voice. While on the one hand, Karapika uses Emperor Time at a great risk to his own life, on the other hand, he offers to spare Uvogin's life if he answers his questions with honesty. This duality is a masterful summary of Hunter x Hunter's innate ability to churn out multi-layered characters.
It's a shame that they only did it once. Because the story circled around Gon and Kilauea mainly. But for a side character, Karapika, his whole identity could have been unwrapped more. And because in the end he gets the scarlet eyes back of his fallen brethren and shit, which is dope to see, but how did he get it? So it's kind of one of the big plot holes within Hunter x Hunter is how did he get the eyes back? So they had a side, not a filler arc, but a side arc where they take their attention away from Gon and Kilauea. Let's say that they're training for something, and while they're training, let's move over to Karapika and Leorio to see what they've been up to, because they were kind of all together, and then they went their separate ways and shit. But we don't really see them until midway for Karapika and at the end for Leorio, so we don't know what they've been doing.
Kicking off the top 5, we have the moment Gon and the Hunters infiltrate the palace in the kingdom of East Gorto for their final assault on Meruem. Entering a portal previously placed by expert infiltrator and member of the Hunter Association Nov, Gon and gang immediately run into Yuppie sitting on the staircase leading to the king's chamber. To get to Meruem, they must get past this powerful enemy first. Meanwhile, a second simultaneous castle invasion is underway, this time from the sky. Hunter Association Chairman Isaac Nathero and Kilauea's grandfather Zeno Zoldiak crash land on Pito and Poof, the third royal guard, in a meteor shower of dragon aura. As the animation switches to slow motion to capture the emotion on each face during the twin break-ins, the stage is set for the show's most memorable fights and unexpected outcomes, some of which will come up later on in this video. At this point, we can only wait to see how Meruem, his powers not yet revealed, will meet the Hunter's challenge.
Yo, bro, the grandpops and Netero, bro, they're all goated, bro. Netero literally is the reason why Miriam died. Miriam, literally the reason why he died.
The next moment's pure poetry, a beautiful dirge to a fallen comrade. As part of his plan to raid the Mafia community's auction, Phantom Troop leader Crollo Lucifer kidnaps the Nostrade family's daughter and gets her to write him a fortune with her Nen abilities. The fortune hits home as it speaks of Uvogin's death. In memory of his dead partner who loved a good fight, Crollo orders the rest of the spiders to head for the auction venue and go wild, even as he engages the Mafia hitmen sent after him. It's a brilliant spectacle of mayhem, action, and emotion, all set to the haunting music of Mozart's Lacrimosa and the fortune teller's words. This moment cements Crollo's position as one of the series' most charismatic villains. It gives the troupe a depth few antagonist groups in shonen anime get. The spiders come across as a close-knit family and not a group of unfeeling thieves. They might, as a rule, welcome anyone who kills a member into their fold, and they might not be averse to slaughtering a room full of people, but they're more than their villainy, and this Requiem beautifully captures this complexity.
He says that, and I agree. Crollo was well written, but then Hunter x Hunter, they slacked. There could have been so much more that happened with him. And do I remember what happens to him at the end? I don't think I remember what happened. I think it just ends, and I'm thinking we don't really get any closure with him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I feel like a lot of plot holes, a lot of like moments where they could have capitalized on telling the story more. They failed to do it. But just certain instances, like Karapika, with him, Hisoka, like certain moments.
私はきっとこの日のために生まれてきました。
From a moment of beauty to one of great sadness. At the beginning, it's hard to think of Meruem as anything but a murderous mutant whose first action is to kill his mother. But a single chance encounter with the blind and clumsy Komugi turns his character completely on its head. What starts off as a game to kill time takes Meruem on a life-altering journey that confounds him as much as it does us. It's fascinating to see this cruel and violent king grow a heart and to be brought to his knees, not by a skilled hunter, but a defenseless human girl. At the risk of giving away the story, Meruem, close to death and almost blind after an epic final battle, seeks out Komugi, who's also fatally wounded. The chapter on their unlikely friendship closes with a final game of Gungi that's sure to bring tears to the most hardened hearts.
I ain't gonna lie, son. It had me, bro. It had me, son. Cause the shorty was blind. She was innocent. She didn't really do much. She was like the game. Like the game was her life, you know what I'm saying? Like that, and then they just talked, and then
Making an antagonist like Meruem capable of such raw emotion and making it believable is perhaps one of Hunter x Hunter's biggest achievements.
おやすみなさい、メルエム。私もすぐ行きますから。
damn.
ありのメルエム、お前さんは何にも分かっちゃいねえよ。
A living bomb, bruh. Literally a living bomb, bro. Living nuke. You'll see it, bro. Like
人間の底すらない進化を。
The battle between the Theros and the Ant King is a masterclass of action and analysis, experience and natural talent, with a good bit of mutual admiration thrown in. After losing an arm and a leg, the Theros on the verge of death, but it just so happens that the wily old hunter holds the winning card against his seemingly invincible opponent. Nethero unleashes a final attack, a suicide bomb that triggers only when his heart stops. Before this ultimate sacrifice, he shows his enemy one last act of kindness, fulfilling his wish of knowing the name left to him by his dying mother. A victorious but defeated Meruem admits the old hunter had him at checkmate all along, and Nethero gets a send-off that few mentors in shonen anime manage to achieve.
そう、貴様は死んでいたのだ。初めから。
終わってもいい。
my son had a living bomb, bro. Living bomb, bro. Like, Netero was really golden, bro. Shit. This was the moment when he realized Kite was dead, like forever, bro. Like there was no hope in reviving him, bro. The anger in this man, well, boy to a man, bro. Very few rage moments top this. Crazy.
If you haven't already noticed, the hero of this series, Gon, is barely featured on this list, but that all changes right now. The most memorable moment in Hunter x Hunter belongs to the boy whose story this is, after all. It also ties up with another moment earlier on the list, Kite's death. In the inevitable fight to the death between Gon and Pito that we knew was coming, Gon's forced to face the truth of Kite's death. But instead of acceptance and sorrow, he's overcome by grief and hate and snaps, setting off undoubtedly the most terrifying transformation in anime history. Sacrificing his life energy and all of his Nen abilities, Gon turns into an older, stronger, and altogether unrecognizable version of himself. Gon is the light from his eyes, Only a blind desire for revenge exists. Gone too is Pito's earlier confidence, and only fear remains. The sides have been completely switched. What ensues is a brutal, one-sided takedown where the lines between good and bad blur to such an extent, it's hard to see actually who's right and who's wrong. We no longer recognize the monster with dead eyes beating an already lifeless Pito to a pulp. Is this really the kind-hearted Gon we all know and love? Will he ever be back? Hunter x Hunter hits a pinnacle of darkness in this devastating moment that we may never recover from.
貴様を殺す
Moment of silence for Pito, because after that, bro, she got smoked, bro. She got cooked. And like he said, it really, like, took the tide. It really changed the way that anime, that Hunter x Hunter, I should say, not really anime, but that Hunter x Hunter, it took a turn, bro, because he eventually got his body back, but it was like, we know the amount of grief and sorrow that he felt because he realized it was his fault that Kite died because he was so weak. It's like a revelation at the same time as like, yo, I'm weak as fuck, and that's why my dad's first student died. How can I face him and tell him, yo, Kite died, bro? Kite's gone, bro. Like, it's hard, bro. It's hard, bro. It's hard. But all in all, Hunter x Hunter is definitely one of my favorites. It's definitely in my top 10. Hopefully, I think if you haven't watched it yet, you should. It's a good watch. You can watch it in like a week or two. It's quick. It's nice pace. It's nothing crazy. Certain things you can live without, but that's all anime. There's certain aspects of every anime that you can. It's like, it's not really doing it for you, but it's still a good watch, right? But that's all we got for today. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new, tell a friend to tell a friend. And yeah, man, we on the road. We trying to grind. We grinding on Shabazz TV, man. So if you're here, I appreciate you. Yeah, so have a great day, y'all. Peace.